Hey friends, it's Ocean. Welcome back to the channel. If I have to restart this voiceover one more time, I'm going to pull my hair out. I'm just kidding, but like kind of serious at the same time. I apologize if I sound a little nasally. I am sick. I keep getting sick. It's like so redundant, so I don't even want to talk about it, but you're here so that I can make your day better, not so that you can feel like me. But we are doing a speed build today. I'm really excited because we don't normally do these on the channel as much as what we used to. And that's partially because I just get my builds from the gallery or Tumblr and I keep it moving. And I don't really try to build for myself because I don't know, I don't like my build stuff, okay? However, this I'm proud of. I love how I built this apartment. It is so nice and I kind of want to just like refurnish it over and over and over again. But this apartment is for a family in my Lovesick series, so it's very niche to them and I'm really excited to tell you about it. But before I even get into that, let me tell you that this apartment I already made for them before, but I made the mistake of filling it with a bunch of custom content. And when I went back to kind of finish it, I just wasn't vibing with it anymore. And when you have a big save, you don't really want to use, or I don't really want to use a lot of custom content spread across all homes and places, because if I do a little spring cleaning on my mods folder and I accidentally delete something and then I have to go back and fix the apartment or whatever, yeah, it's a whole thing. I don't really like that. So I just decided I'm gonna go 100% vanilla. Now I will say I did use a lot of kits, I realized, in this pack, but it will in this build, but it will be on the gallery. I really want it to be easy for you all to just place it in game and play with it. So this apartment is 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. We're in San Myshuno, 18 Culpeper House, yeah. And it is for the Beckfords. This is a family that I teased a while back on my community tab. This is Marie's side of the family, so we already had it in mind that Marie was going to reconnect with her side of the family. And the very last episode, or 2 episodes ago, she recently packed some of her stuff, put it in a little luggage, and brought Anthony with her, reached out to her family and asked if it was okay if she could stay with them for a little bit, if they could just kind of reconnect and see each other again. And she briefly described the situation, like, I'm just kind of going through some things in life right now. She hasn't seen or talked to them in forever, and of course they welcomed her with open arms. They had been waiting for that call. It's hard when you could only catch up with Marie through Facebook or Simbook. I don't even have one of those. Simbook, and since Marie's not really, or Social Bunny, yeah, they have a social network site, yeah, Social Bunny, but with Marie not posting as much on Social Bunny, her family couldn't really keep up with her, know what she was up to. No invite to the wedding, no invite to the baby shower or whatever else, a big event. She kind of closed off this side of her family because she's always just had that space there when she became an adult. But this is the family that she stayed with a lot of times when she was a child, because her parents, a while ago I mentioned that they had a really rocky relationship. They were also divorced. Marie's parents are not around, but she was often pawned off on her aunt. So I'm not going to go any further because I'm going to explain all this and really relish in it in the next Lovesick episode. So if you do, want to meet this family, please don't miss that next episode. I don't even know when I'm going to be able to film it because my mods folder, let me tell you about my mods. They are just as confused as me. I actually had to delete like a custom CC wrench override that I had because it was making my icons look really weird. I even took out UI cheats and MC Command Center. And right now I'm just trying to make sure like what mods work and what don't. You kind of never know with these things. And I use a lot of Little Miss Sam's mods. So if you use their mods too, just know that they're like actively working on fixing their mods because something changed in the system of the actual Sims 4. So for modders, they have to I'm not even gonna explain all this, but just know that everything's working. Like Ravisheen also made a post saying that she's working on her mods as well. So I just took them out just to be on the safe side, and I realized like I don't really need too much. I'm that weirdo that needs the Granny's cookbook and my custom foods, but I don't really need the personality mods because I'm just so imaginative in my head that if the Sims can't make it happen in my game, like it's happening in my mind. Like, I took out Wonderful Whims, which gives your Sims like a personality and everything, and I love that mod so much. I've been super into it lately, but being that I just took it out because I just didn't want to take any chances, I'm like, well, I still think of my Sims having that personality that mod deemed for my Sims, just because it's in my mind. So it's no big deal, it's no worry. Like, I'm not going to cause a riot because my mods don't work, but I'm just going to make sure that everything's at least okay and playable before I go into my game again. That's another thing too. I think my pet peeve, like, this is another reason why you'll find me more on Instagram now and on Threads. Threads is like talking into a deep abyss, a void, because on Twitter everyone's so opinionated and so angry about everything that, like, I don't have the energy anymore. It's so crazy because I don't know if it's because I'm getting old. Like, you're old when it hurt, like your knees start to hurt when you sit down. I'm kidding. I'm not that old, but yeah, I just don't have like the energy. Like, it's not anyone's fault that the mods aren't working and the game's not working. Like, like just relax, give people some time. Everything's okay. I will say this though. You see that right in the right hand corner, that shopping cart right there. In my review, I was so mad when I got that update. I guess only certain people have it, so like not everyone has that shopping cart, but I have it, and I'm like, why? And when you click on it, I guess it's supposed to show you other packs that you might be interested in, but I have all the packs, so it just says you're all set, like you've seen it all. And I'm like, get this off of my screen, because you're not going to replace my gallery button. I love my gallery. So don't do this to me. So yeah, that shopping cart has got to go. And it's kind of disrespectful to me. It's like you're really asking for a fight, like you're going to shove it down everyone's throats. Like, we know what packs we like. If the one thing about Simmers, we know what we can afford. We know what we're going to get. We don't need you to remind us, EA. Like, we really don't. But yeah, that was something valid. That was something very valid to talk about. But I hope y'all are liking the build so far. If you are watching it, I know sometimes when it comes to speed build videos, like, I literally put it on for white noise and I'm just like, yes, sis, talk talk to me. Like, I will listen to you while I do my dishes, and then I will look at the pretty screenshots at the end and show my support, because yeah, like, I know sometimes like speed builds move really fast, but kudos to people that can build in real time and talk and do that. Oh my gosh, that is so hard. And right here, I will mention, I'll get back on the build. What I like to do if I'm in the clutter section, I start seeing things that I really want to use in other spaces of the house, I'll just start removing it, and placing it in the designated areas I could see it in. That helps so much when you're building stuff. And I'm sure that's like a fun fact that you already knew, because I'm late to building, apparently. I don't build that much. I'm pretty sure you all know that, but that's just something that really helps me out whenever I am building. I try not to clutter this apartment up too much. I definitely didn't want it to be too cluttered. I want it to have a vibe of being lived in, but not too lived in. And at the end, when I was done with the build, I actually went back in and added a couple scuffs on the wall and a couple, marks on the kitchen wall, just to make it look a little more lived into, because the family has been here for a very long time, since they left Jamaica or the Caribbeans. Speaking of the family, I don't even want to give it all away. I want to save it for the LP episode, because I really love this family, and you all could tell, like, just even when I teased it on the community tab. And I realized I have a lot of Caribbean Simmers supporters here, and that was awesome to know that. So hopefully when you watch this episode, you feel represented and you kind of teach me about, your culture. And I really like that, because what I wanted, this all started when I had Marie making cocoa bread, from her roots. She's making cocoa bread or something, right? Or beef patties. I can't remember what she was making, but that's when I kind of snuck that in there, that, she did have family. That was like her background. And Marie is actually made by Sims on the Rope. So I formed her personality as the Let's Play continued on. So that was never like an original plan. So her personality has definitely developed, and her character has definitely progressed as the LP has went on. And that reminds me, I got a comment on my community post when I shared a the Crystal Creations, like the early access gameplay, and someone that I don't even know, I've never even seen their comment on my channel before, asked if I played with Black Sims. And at first I was like really not defensive, but I was like, why? You know, you didn't care to go through my videos. You didn't care to go through the videos I've done, the work I've done. You just asked that. And I saw that like 2 people liked it. And initially I had a response. I was like, if you really want to go there, you know, I've collabed with the Sims for Black History Month. My most popular Sims on the gallery are Black. And we're not talking light skin Black, I'm talking chocolate. You know, when I play with Black Sims, it's genuinely from my heart. I don't second guess it. I don't fake diversity. I don't go, hey, I have this LP, let me make the token Black kid. I don't do that. And I just really didn't like that, you know. I ended up deleting the post because normally I would react, I'd respond, but if how I feel is true, I don't have to explain myself anymore. Like, I'm done doing that. Like in 2024, I'm not explaining anything. If you don't care to look at what I've done, my characters, and just overall on my channel, and you throw something out there like that, whether it's a joke or whatever, like, you know, I'm just not even gonna pay it any mind. And it's still all love at the end of the day. Anything that's on my channel is genuinely from me. I want to represent. Like, I had a whole Indian family up here, you know, and I've never even been to India. I had to research that culture, you know. I feel like I'm doing a lot that I don't even see all of my peers do sometimes. So when I get comments like that, like, I would be lying if they didn't get under my skin. But I know I'm growing because I didn't really respond. Because I just want it to always be love at the end of the day. Like, I really just want my page to be peaceful. I want to bring joy, and I don't want to argue, and I don't want to defend myself. I really just want to create and have fun. So to that person, if you are watching my content and you actually do watch my content, I'm sorry I deleted that post. Well, I'm not sorry, but that's why I deleted it. I'm just sorry that, you know, if you wanted to talk to me or whatever, because I just needed to be peaceful over here. And, you know, maybe you didn't mean anything by it. I play with Black Sims. I play with all Sims. I love my people. And I hope that everyone checks everyone else for that, not just me. You know, I'm just kidding. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Just keep simming. Always, always, always stay wavy. And don't miss the next Lovesick episode. All right. Peace out.